Alright guys, this is just in case the power goes today. We left off on page M159. I'm going to give you a couple seconds here to find out which equations match, so go ahead and pause the video. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and work through these equations and determine which ones do not work. So this one's not going to work because the x-intercepts, there's no x-intercepts here, so any intercept form is going to go away right away. This one is also not going to work because the vertex is -6, -5, and that's over here, and that's definitely not where our graph is. This one definitely could work. We have a y-intercept of 10,010, and as you see, this is definitely going up. It could eventually hit that because this is going to keep going and eventually hit the y-axis, so this is a possibility. This one has a vertex of 6,5. That could definitely work as well. And then this one has a y-intercept of -5. That's not going to work. For these next two, it says basically we can write them in other forms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this factored form and turn it into standard form. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to box. So I'm going to start with my two parentheses. And I'm going to box those out. I'm going to ignore the -2 for right now. So if I box this out, I'm going to get x squared plus 1x plus 4x plus 4, which is x squared plus 5x plus 4. Now that replaced these two parentheses. So there's still a -2 out there. So my last step is going to be to distribute this -2. And I have written this in standard form. This one over here is in vertex form, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to box out because there's two of them. Remember, this is technically the same as writing two parentheses like that. So I'm going to box that out, and then I'm going to hold on to the 2 for just a moment. Again, you can pause if I'm going too fast. I'm just moving at a steady clip here. So with this, I'm going to end up, oh my goodness, I'm going to end up with x squared minus 12x plus 36. I have a 2 still, and then I have a plus 5. So this replaced that parenthesis set, so I'm going to distribute my 2. And then my plus 5 on the end there. And that's standard form. So anytime you see factored form or vertex form, you can box it out to get it into standard form. So now we're going to work on writing some quadratics. So this right here, this is a lot of crazy wording. We are just going to go ahead and skip ahead to right here on page M162. And so with these, we're going to use either factored form, vertex form, or standard form. And I will tell you we're not going to do any standard form. We're going to focus on these two here. And so with this, we're going to learn how to write some equations. So in 3a, I have the vertex in a point. So if I have a vertex, it's probably a pretty good idea to use vertex form. So I'm going to come over here and do it. I don't quite have enough room with what they've given me there. Okay, so I have a vertex, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to plug it in. So if I replace h with my -3, I'm subtracting a negative, so that's going to be like a positive. Remember, we always flip that anyway, flip the sign. And then I have plus 4 on the end. And so you're probably looking at this and you're like, what about A? Well, we are given a point. All points are made up of an X and Y. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in this point and see if I can solve for A. So Y is the output. It's the f of x part. So 1 equals A. I have negative 4 for x. So negative 4 plus 3 squared plus 4. So I'm going to follow order of operations and do the parentheses first. So I have negative 4 plus 3, that's negative 1. Next in my order of operations comes exponent, so I'm going to take negative 1 and square it, and negative 1 squared is just 1. So I really just have 1a plus 4. This now looks like a pretty standard equation to solve. I'm going to go ahead and subtract 4. I'm going to get negative 3 equals 1a, which really there's nothing left to do because it's just a 1, right? I don't even really need to write 1. So I have negative 3 equals a. So I'm going to go back up to my original and just replace a with negative 3, and bada bing, bada boom, there's my equation. Part B is again a vertex and then an intercept. But since we have the vertex, we're going to go ahead and use vertex form. So I'm going to start with my vertex. So I'm literally just going to erase H and put 3. And then erase K and put 2. So I almost have it, but I need A. And so again, this is a point, so it's an X and Y. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. So 0 equals A, 4 minus 3 squared plus 2. Parentheses first. So 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 squared is 1, so it's 1a again. And then I'm going to go ahead and solve. So subtract 2, negative 2 equals a. I'm going to go back up to my original and plug it in. So the other form we can use is factored form. And I believe the example for factored form is up here. Oh, yes, it is. Okay. So factored form or x-intercept form, the way you're going to know is you're going to be given the x-intercepts, which are always going to be in the form x, 0. So I see 2, 0 and 8, 0. So that tells me that's intercept form. Okay. And so I am going to plug in my intercepts. So I have 2 and 8. Remember, what you do with these intercepts is you set them equal 0. So notice how I do want x minus 2, x minus 8. My point is 4, 6. So I'm going to plug that in. So I'm going to say 6 equals a, 4 minus 2, 4 minus 8. Notice I have 2 places to put x in this form. So I'm going to do my parentheses first. So 4 minus 2 is 2. 4 minus 8 is negative 4. So that was my order of operations there. I don't have any exponents, so my next would be multiplication. So I'm going to want to multiply 2 times negative 4, which is negative 8. I'm going to stick it in front of A because that's normally how we see it written. If I want to solve for a, I'm going to divide by -8. It is totally fine. That is not a whole number. So you could write this as -6/8, or if you wanted to be fancy and reduce it with your calculator, -3/4. Go back up to your original and plug it in. There is a homework on Teams. Let me know if you have any questions. This is just a backup plan in case the power does go out. And I hope to see you guys soon.